My wonderful grandchildren. Well, I got my real estate license in 1973, so wow, I've been in the real estate business a long time. As a matter of fact, I've been involved in over 1,000 real estate transactions. So, what have I learned? Well, I had a very good life from the real estate business. I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, but I came at the end all right. I have a reasonably comfortable retirement. So, what do I want to do for you? Well, as my student, or as I say, my grandchildren, I like to think of my students as my grandchildren. I like to share what I learned in those 60 plus years. And that's what I do on my website, success.org. Success, the word success.org. Success.org. And on success.org, you're going to find a course. It's called the Master Real Estate Course. So I'm giving you this course, this Master Real Estate course. Now, I wrote this probably 15 years ago, so it's a little bit dated, but as we always say, the main thing is the mindset. What's the mindset of the investor? Now I can talk about if you want to have a successful life and have everything you ever wanted in your life for yourself and your family and, 4 condos. So how do you get 4 condos? One, two, three, four. How do you do it? Blah, blah, blah. How do you get the money? Well, I have 5 other small business courses for you to take. So there's Master Small Business 1, Master Small Business 2, Master Small Business 3. Then there's a motivational course called Master Success. And I have kind of a self-defense one that I haven't posted yet called Master Self-Defense. Maybe if this goes well, then we'll get Master Self-Defense up there. Then I've taken all of this material and I've kind of summarized it into an app called the Success app. And that's on success.org. So you can take this Master Real Estate course, the Master Small Business course. You can read my book, The Action Principles, and you can take this app every day. Read one of these. There are hundreds of these panels on real estate and entrepreneurship and mindset and the martial arts. And it all comes together to give you that warrior spirit to make you a tough, thoughtful, spiritual person of action. And I hope it gives you the encouragement to see all that you can do with your life. You can do an awful lot. And I always start this thing off saying, starting from square one, what would you do if you had $0? I have all kinds of good stories in there, like somebody starting out in Walmart and, maybe like the lowest job in Walmart stocking shelves at night and then, work their way up the chain. You say, what? I'm not going to work at Walmart. There are jobs at Walmart that pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're like a regional manager and make $1 million. You could say, well, I'm not going to do that. Well, okay, you're not going to do that. You don't have to tell me what you're not going to do. You have to tell me anything. This information is for you to take, to digest, to think about, so you can start making your goals and your plans. And if your plan and goal is to do nothing, God bless you. If it's to, have everything you ever want in your life for yourself and your family and to spoil those you love, well, that's what I really hope you're thinking. And that's what I really think you can and should be doing with this information. And, I'm just an old man imparting my wisdom, okay? So I'm not trying to make any money. Don't you just hate people who say, I'm going to show you how to make money in real estate, and you got to pay me $100, $500 for my course. Well, why aren't you making money in real estate if you're such an expert in real estate? So, you're kind of saying, if I want to make money, well, maybe I should go out and buy a condo and fix the condo up and flip the condo and, all the kinds of things that I'm encouraging you to do, and not trying to sell you information. it's kind of hard to sell information now because there's so much information out there. So you can take my information, Papa Bill. You can take the Papa Bill's information, the Master Success course, the Master Small Business courses, the Master Real Estate course, the Success app, the Action Principles book, and you know, we'll probably have some more stuff that we can put up, but I don't want it to be redundant. I mean, I want you to go, you know, what should you do? I mean, I think you should go to success.org, look at the app, start going through some of the panels and say, yeah, this stuff makes sense to me. Okay, if it makes sense, keep going. If it doesn't, just say, hey, I'm a crazy old man, screw him, and, you know, do whatever you want to do. You know, but if the information does appeal to you, well, great. I hope you do it. I hope you tell other people about it in your life who you think could benefit from this information. You have a brother, sister, neighbor, you know, whatever, friend, buddy, you know, who you say, you know, they're looking for entrepreneurial ideas. There's someone who, you know, wants to open up a nail salon, or they want to do this, or they want to do, you know, whatever. If you have to say, okay, I want to start buying real estate. You say, well, okay, well, we're going to start buying real estate. We're going to figure out how we go about doing that. I mean, all that information is there. And then you got to decide, you know, how are you going to do it? You know, I mean, are you going to do it in 40 hours? Well, I always say, if you're a young person in your 20s, 30s, 40s, okay, you know, you should be willing to work 50 hours a week, 40 hours to pay your bills, and then 10 hours for your investment funds. If you're willing to do that, you're going to have everything that you ever wanted in your life. You know, yourself and your family, you know, you're going to have, you know, you're going to be able to live a life of purpose, passion, prosperity, and peace, and be the tough, thoughtful, spiritual person of action. That can all be you. So, listen to me every day on TikTok or on YouTube or on Facebook. But I mean, really, this should all be leading you back, motivating you to go to success.org. Probably everything that I have to say is on success.org, and you just say, well, I'll listen to Bill every day because he's just reiterating the strong points from the courses and the apps and the books and all that. Okay, it's all there for you. It's a gift. I hope you take advantage of it, because that's kind of my legacy, passing on what I learned. What should an old person do? Pass on what they learned. What should you do? You should sit back, listen, let the advice go in there, filter it through your circumstances, and then you write your plans, your goals, your objectives, and, you know, goals, objectives, and then you make the plans, and then, you know, then you're motivated, you get up every day, and you take action. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Just showing you a pathway to, I hope, a very good life. I'm your Papa Bill.